Just a quick PSA before the video starts. Granblue is a web browser game, so if you're on mobile, you can use pretty much any web browser you want. There is an app. If you really want to use that, I would recommend looking up a tutorial. As for desktop users, you can use Chrome for Windows or Safari for macOS. Also, if you're going to be following this tutorial, you'll just need one thing, and that is a Gmail account. You don't need to link your phone number to it, so don't worry about that. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. So actually getting started in Granblue is pretty easy. All you have to do is go to the game's website, go to the webpage game.granbluefantasy.jp. I will have that in the description. You can select English and then click New Game, and then it's going to ask you to go through the terms of service. You'll have to agree to that, and then you can select your avatar, whichever character you want to use as your person. From there, you're going to go through the tutorial. So going through the tutorial, I'd recommend actually sitting through it, seeing if you like the story, the characters, the music, whatever it may be. The problem actually lies in saving your progress, and that's what I'm going to mainly focus on in this video. Once you get to a certain point in the tutorial, it'll be right about here, you can actually save your progress. It'll ask you to save it, so here we go. So once you get to this cutscene right here, Catalina starts talking to you. After you finish this, it's going to ask you to link a Mobage account, and now you can finally save your progress. However, you will need to create a Mobage account first. So clicking Mobage on the previous screen is going to bring you to the Mobage login page. I do expand the screen here, so go ahead and ignore that. But you notice in the middle there's going to be a Google icon, and that's what you'll use to link your account to register with Mobage, and that'll create your account. And you'll use your Gmail to log into Mobage every time after that. And after successfully signing in to Google, it's going to bring you to the member registration for Mobage. So this web page right here, it's actually going to be your username. And there is a character limit, but go ahead and enter whatever you think is appropriate, whatever you can remember. Go ahead and click on the green button, which is the Agree to the Terms of Service section. From there, if you want to see the translation, I have it below. But yeah, agree to the terms of service. And from there, your account's pretty much safe. But there's one more step if you want to make sure that everything is good. You'll want to sign out of the web browser and try to log in. And on the Mobage page, there's one more window. Just to click on that, it'll close it and it'll log you in. From there, I would recommend starting a fresh incognito session because you want to make sure you can actually log into your account. If you're on desktop, it's going to be a little bit different. What you can do, though, is you want to disable the option to disable third-party cookies. So you want those cookies running. On incognito, it's pretty easy. Just click on there, click on that middle section, make sure that's off. And now we can log into our Mobage account to make sure everything is working just fine. So the website is sp.mbga.jp. It's going to bring up a web page. If you're on desktop, it's going to be a little bit different, but you can get around it by doing the following. So right-click on the page, open the window that comes up, click on Inspect. And that's going to open a console. At the top right, you'll see the phone and the tablet icon. Make sure that's selected and refresh the page. Once that's refreshed, you can see at the top right, there's an option to log in. Just very top right, click on that. And you're going to want to log in using your credentials. So in the case that we just did, we're going to use Google, Gmail, whatever you want to sign in. And from there, it's smooth sailing. And just one more thing to make sure you're signed in to your Mobage account. Once you log in with Google, it's going to bring up the Mobage webpage. In the very middle of that web page, you can see I still have the tab open, but in the very middle, there's going to be a profile icon. You can click on that, and that should bring up your Mobage profile. And that Mobage profile should have the username that you selected earlier on in the tutorial that I showed you. And finally, logging into Granblue for the first time, you're going to want to keep that session open and go to the Granblue homepage and set your language to English. Once that's done, on the left-hand side, you'll see a golden Continue button. You'll click on that, and you'll use that to sign in with Mobage. So you'll see the Mobage page right there. Click on Mobage, and it should automatically sign you in using your session. And closing that window will take you straight to your Granblue homepage. As a new player, you get some free draws, so use those and have some fun.